And in our world business news, Portugal has reached a bailout deal with the European Union and the International Monetary Fund that will give the country more time to reduce its budget deficit. Portugal in April became the third Euro region country to request financial aid after Greece and Ireland, and will now receive a €78 billion three-year bailout package. Caretaker Prime Minister José Sócrates said the deal was good for the country and that Portugal would now need to cut its budget deficit to only 5.9% of gross domestic product this year and not to 4.6% as initially planned. Next year, the deficit will have to be cut to 4.5% and to 3% in 2013. Sócrates said international institutions continue to have confidence in Portugal. The Indian government on Tuesday unveiled a strategy paper which aims to double the country's exports in the next 3 years to $500 billion. The focus will be on products, markets, technology and building brands, Commerce Minister Anand Sharma said. Also, the ministry identified engineering goods, basic chemicals, organic and inorganic chemicals, the pharmaceutical industry and electronics as sectors having strong growth potential to help boost exports. Sony has revealed that hackers may have stolen data of another 25 million users in a second attack on its PlayStation network, one day after it announced measures of increased security. Sony yesterday announced measures had been put in place to avert another attack, hoping to repair its tarnished image and reassure gamers. Because only last week, Sony announced that data of 77 million of its customers had been stolen. Sony now said late on Monday that the names, addresses, emails, birth dates, phone numbers and other information from another 25 million customers were stolen from its servers, as well as an outdated database from 2007. Some older nuclear power plants in the European Union may be forced to end operations earlier than previously planned, following the bloc's stress test, the head of the International Energy Agency said on Tuesday. The remarks by the organization's director Nobuo Tanaka came as the European Commission prepared to outline a draft for stress testing the EU's 143 nuclear power plants to guard against crises like that at Japan's Fukushima plant. Tanaka said the tests would have to be severe enough to ensure the safety of Europe's nuclear power plants and to convince the public to accept nuclear energy, which he called a very important option in the European energy mix. France, Germany and Spain have raised the possibility of closing a reactor should it fail the stress test.
It's among the European countries, and also it depends on the individual location. It's very difficult to say how the test be designed, how the consequence of the test. Already, many of the measures are happening. So stress test provides some good advice or guidance for the future preparation of the additional risks.
Before we head back to news, let's take a quick look at the Asian equity, at the commodity and the currency markets, and after that, Laura Buckwell is back with the news.